welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Obviously, as always, I believe this is our number 10 podcast session, which is crazy considering that we started, doing these podcasts just to get a little closer to the community, and it came out as a really good way of, getting in touch with everybody as well as showcasing our project. And it's great. We've hit 60,000 members this week. And to be honest, we haven't really expected that, which is really nice. To see all the people, chatting with each other, connecting, sharing ideas, everything else, man. Like, it's really great, and we're really grateful for that. I'm gonna start off with the reminder that we have 5 days until our whitelisted sale, which means if you still have some things to tweak, for example, like I've seen some people saying that they need to change their wallets because they had some issues. You're still able to do that because we're gonna do the contract right before the sale, which means you have enough time. I mean, 5 days, which is enough time, to get everything set and ready, which is what you have to make sure you have right. I'm gonna talk about a few points today, and I also want to give a voice to Dominic, to share some ideas in the market, share some knowledge. Chris is gonna, talk you through different points, very important as well. So stick around, and hope this goes great. So I'm gonna start with one of our points in the roadmap, which is we're going to buy a land in the metaverse. I know we've been, talking about this previously, and there's been a discussion with our members. They also wanted to know whether we're going to, implement the Cybernites into the metaverse, and what are they gonna look like? What is the function gonna be like? So we're gonna, say this, that we're trying to buy a land in a metaverse and open our merch store, and as well as some great ideas with the Cybernites, which means we're thinking to buy a land between the central land and a sandbox, and we would like to hear your opinions. So we would like to share the ideas, and we basically need your help really choosing which sounds better to you guys. So that would be really great if any. I think we have more than one chat. So any of the chats, if you can share your ideas, we will be very grateful. To sort of direct our. Um, Sorry, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can
Sorry, I,
hear
I just yeah
well.
yeah I just got off there. Sorry. Yeah. So it'll be really helpful if you can share some ideas with that. I'll also want to mention that there's obviously, if at any point, I just want to mention this before I go ahead with some other things. At any point, if you guys have questions, just raise your hand, and one of our members here on the stage today will put you on the stage, so you can ask questions, because I know you like to be curious and you always have questions, which is really great. We like to answer them. We like to have that conversation. And for some reason today, I have no power of adding people, which I'll sort it out later. But to make this smooth as possible, just if Chris or Dominic can add any members who raise their hands at some point, uh, that'll
I
be great.
actually can't do it as well, David. It seems like we lost that power
I
from
just
last
I
week.
just
So maybe
think it's because of the two-factor authentication that we enabled for all the admins.
yeah, yeah.
So we just have to
But
sort
because
it
of
out.
that, have you turned it on? Have you turned it on your profile? Because
Yeah,
we were asking everyone who is in our team
yeah. So
to
I've
turn
tur-
it
I've
on.
I've turned it
If you don't
on.
have it,
Maybe
any. Um,
maybe it just takes
Guys,
time.
sorry for stepping in. I can take care of the raised hands.
okay, all right. If you have that
Okay, that
option,
would be
I'm
great.
clicking it at someone raising hands. I'm adding them to
Just
stage, but
just please don't add them
progress
all at
bars
once.
if you see someone.
Yeah,
Hello.
sure.
Hey there. welcome to the stage.
Yeah, thank you. I have one question. Okay, I'm whitelisted. So just one question. Like when I was searching on YouTube, I don't find any influencer or even on Twitter, like as many influencer talking about this our project, right? Cybernites. So what do you think about that? Do we need to reach out to them? Because that's what will create,
The question. So we've had a few influencers promoting us already, like Neo, Mo Money, and few others. And as of right now, our strategy is to bring influencers after the 30th, because even if they promote us right now, our whitelist is full, which we're going to share with you later on. So the people that come, they won't be able to buy anything. So our plan is, we have gone from probably another 8 to 10 influencers, and they are coming after the 30th. So between the 30th and 31st of January, you'll see quite a few big names promoting us. We decided to do it this way because, we want to bring those people for the public sale, for whitelisted sale. Even if they would come on 30th, they won't be able to buy anything, because on the 30th, only the whitelisted members can buy from us. So yeah, but there are some influencers already promoting us, like Neo and others. If you check our Twitter and Instagram, there were a few, and we are still adding more and more of them.
Yeah, I wanted
Okay.
to
No,
add.
I was
Yeah,
worried
go on.
because I didn't see even a single YouTuber talking about Cyber Nights. I mean, when I checked, the only videos that I could see was from our own channel. Okay. The other question I have is about whitelist, right? So I think we have about 4,000 people whitelisted, right?
I
Yes.
actually, sorry,
And
Sarge, to step in. I was just going to add that we actually have some people, maybe a few of them. We've picked links. We can post them later on. There are some people already talking about the project on YouTube as well. So maybe it's just a matter of finding that the videos and stuff. But we'll post them in the chat just so you can watch. If that
okay,
helps.
that will be great.
Thank you.
Yeah. 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 Okay. The second question is about whitelist, right? So we have about 4,000 individuals whitelisted, and about um, each one can buy up to four, and then if they go to choose to buy all the four, and then it can two more NFTs will be free. So that means six. So we have about 24,000 if all of them choose to mint. So what is the supply count? Like I thought it is something like 11,000 or something. So how is it going to work?
Yes, thanks for your question. So the supply is 11,111. And by being whitelisted, you have an option to buy earlier than the public. But obviously, if we fill out 11,000 in the whitelist, then the project it could potentially sell out in the whitelist. Basically, we have one strategy in place. At the moment, people can buy 4+6. If we see it going very, very fast, we will, from like a certain amount of NFTs, we will allow just 2+1 to slow it down a little bit. But from our perspective, when we had meetings with the CEOs, and we've decided it's win-win for everyone if the project sells out quickly in the whitelist, possibly. So if you are whitelisted, you have option to jump into the sale.
I'm asking from the other angle.
Yes.
The thing is, like, usually whitelist is created to avoid these gas wars and to give an assured spot, right?
Yes.
So now here also they let's say a lot of people choose to go and mint, and even if you let's say you are giving 3 days for whitelist to mint, and if I maybe like if within 2 hours they are able to mint, and those people from the other part of the world who are sleeping during that time when you launch it may not get anything even if they are whitelisted. What do you do then?
So
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
No.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. So we chose time, which should be potentially, that everyone should be able to jump in. And we've been doing analysis of the other projects, and on average, how many NFTs by whitelisted members, and even if it seems like everyone can buy 6 from our statistics, it's not the case. Because some people buy a few, some people buy more. Being whitelisted, you have an option to buy early, but it could potentially sell out quicker. So I understand your question. We try to we these NFTs you can buy if it sells really really quickly, but that's how we have set it up so
and
far.
what's the contract type we are using? Because I mean, if let's say people jump in because the whitelist is more than supply, you know, there will be a gas war, and if there's a gas, they're going to pay not to give more money to the gas, and it's kind of a waste. Um, so that's another thing to worry at. This thing about it and come up with something, because it will be sad if so this is what I have experienced. I have tried few public mints, and there we at times have paid more on gas or equivalent amount on gas as well, and which is pretty sad because it's actually money that is going into the drain, and that just because too many people want to buy at the same time. That's one thing. So we need to think, and that's why most of the projects which come up, their sole objective is one, to award the people who have joined and grinded and all that, and second, and most important reason is to avoid gas war, because they give 24-hour window and it is assured. So their whitelist is always usually less than the supply, and it is assured that the first 24 hours or whatever, first 10 hours, 12 hours or 6 hours, whatever they give, from whitelist want to, they will get a guaranteed allocation. That's one thing. So think about it. Maybe you want to change it like that, remove instead of 4, make it 2 or whatever. But see what we can do. Yeah. And then I wanted to ask about contract type. What is the contract that we are using? Is it like a ER? I think 727 or 1125, right? So we have two ERC contracts. One is more efficient than the other.
Yeah, we don't want to get to the contract much, as you know, because we're trying to up our game in security, so we're not going to share the contract options as of yet. But if we're gonna,
I think
No, I'm not talking. I'm not asking contract detail. I'm asking the protocol that we are using, because if you go with the normal ERC 727, it's not the gas fees are usually higher in that. The other one, which is used by a lot of blue chip projects recently, has some good measures to avoid gas fees.
so. As far as I know, we are running on ERC on Ethereum, so that's the contract we're going to be implementing. But I will message to our contract developer to find out this information for you, and then we can share it. If he replies to me during the podcast, I can answer straight away. If not, then we will send it. Okay,
So,
he responded.
It's ERC 20 versus ERC 721.
Okay, he responded to me now. ERC 721.
It's
That's
721. Okay.
yeah. That's the contract.
Alright.
Contract address. And yeah, okay, I wanted to say something else, but I forgot. Okay, so we have this measure in place. Obviously, that everyone can buy 4+2 or 2+1, and if we see that it's going really, really fast, then we have an option in the contract to turn off 4+2, and people be able to buy 2+1 to slow it down a little bit. So as you said, if some whitelisted people are asleep, to get them chance to get to the mint. But obviously, thanks for bringing this up. We will have a discussion what else we can bring to kind of make sure that as many whitelisted people can pretty much mint as possible.
Okay. And will it be listed on OpenSea immediately? I mean, go and see the whether it is has landed into the wallet or not. So it will. So you will publish the OpenSea link beforehand. How is it going to work?
Yes. So in our links, you will see link to our official OpenSea collection, which is not there right now because if you open OpenSea collections which are literally fake. So we will public official link for you a little bit before the drop, and as soon as you mint your Cybernites, they will appear in your OpenSea wallet, but you won't see straight away which exactly Cybernite you have, because reveal is going to come after the public sale on the 7th of February. We'll announce an exact time when we are going to be revealing the Cybernites, and this is standard procedure for people to hold on to their Cybernites and not just flip them straight away. Because if you, let's say, if you mint it and you see straight away that you have super rare Cybernite, then you might, people would be reselling it, and we're trying to have as many diamond hands in our holders community as possible.
That revealing is usually afterwards only. That's understood. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much
Okay.
for coming in on the stage and for your questions. We'll move on to another user, just so we have sort of limited time. So we want to give a chance to everybody, sort of, ask some questions. They have some, and we'll move on to our points. So we have Jazz Brainstorms Game. That's the username. Welcome on the stage.
Yo, how are you doing? So I'm coming here from the UK. I'm interested to just get your thoughts on, you were asking before about and whether to go with sort of decentralized sandbox. I'm wondering what your thoughts on whether it's possible to potentially look into both. I've seen quite a few projects sort of similar in terms of buying land across both sandbox and decentralized. For example, a couple of like casinos and stuff like that. And they sort of seem to have their sort of floor price and the sales volume seem to be a lot higher and a lot more for projects that I've been looking at where they bought in both, strictly one or the other.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, from our point of view, there's obviously a lot of different worlds to explore, not only those two. And I understand your point, and we just feel like we sort of need to figure out what the best fit is, in terms of, how we can make it as original as possible, if that makes sense. But Chris, if you want to add something to it, what are your thoughts on this and how we could look at both worlds, really balancing them out?
No, so thanks for the question. It's a really good point. We could potentially look into both worlds, but we want to start in one. Create ideally our merch store there and create something for our community. And then as both worlds are progressing and developing, we can look into the implementing our project to another metaverse as well. Because as we know, we are at the start, and more and more metaverse worlds at some point they might come all together. So we are not saying there will be one and we are not going to change it, or that we are that we will stay in this metaverse, because it's going to be changed. The whole metaverse is changing, and we as a Cybernites, we are trying to adjust to the situation, to the market and development, and bring the latest kind of possibilities for the community. So that's what I would add to that.
And just again, I how you guys were asking us, for our suggestions. I'm just kind of wondering what you guys think. Are you sort of leaning towards one over the other, i.e. sandbox it? Like where are your guys' heads at, or are you still sort of looking into all options, or do you have any preferences?
We were heading towards the sandbox initially, but then we had a discussion with the team, and we've realized, like, okay, let's make our community vote and let them, let's choose, or let you decide who or where do you want to see Cybernites as first. So probably today or tomorrow we are going to be submitting a poll where you want to see Cybernites first, and then we'll discuss your question to possibly implement Cybernites into both worlds in the future. But for the start, we would start with one of them.
Cool. That sounds really good. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you so much for being here and taking part. All right,
thank
cool.
you.
All right, let's see if we have another one to add. But until we do, I want to continue with our points today. I want to outline, the Tesla update, the raffle that we have on our roadmap. And I just want to specify that the first raffle will obviously be when we sell out 2,222 tokens. And one, so basically, we just want to make sure that everybody understands how many tokens or how many NFTs do you have to have in order to get an entry ticket to the Tesla raffle, which means there are some differences between the first, second, and third one. And the first one will be set up as a one ticket, one entry. So that means if you own one of those NFTs, it means it's your one entry to the Tesla raffle. But it changes a little bit as we go on to the second one, which means you'll have to either own or hold at least 3 NFTs to equal one entry ticket, which means your 3 NFTs in the second raffle will equal one entry ticket, and in the third one, it really changes to 5 tickets, which means you'll have to have 5 NFTs to equal one entry ticket. And how this will be made is as we sell out the supply, there's a difference in numbers, so we wanted to make sure everybody knows how it works, and this is pretty much how it works. So yeah, if anyone needs to clarify that, you're always free to come on stage and ask some further questions. But this is something I wanted to clarify. And also with the Teslas, the first Tesla is going to be given in our live event in London studio. So if you were here previously on a previous session, we've done a session in a London studio where we've had live streams from Instagram and TikTok, as well as the Discord. And we're going to do the first raffle there. And we're just, kind of thinking what is the best option and what is the most fair option to, to make it, fair, basically. That's what I was going to say. And yeah, we had a vote on our website. When do you want to start the mint? So we also, I think we chose, right, Chris? I believe we chose 11 p.m. That's the UTC time. So you can check the whitelist announcements and check what time it is in your time zone. And I'm going to give a word to Dominic to give us a little bit more insight into the market.
Cool. Thank you very much, Dave. For all the information, can I just double check that you can hear me well? Sound is okay?
Loud and clear.
Thank you very much. So, hi guys, thank you very much for joining us today. I just wanted to quickly plug it in after being in a studio last week. It felt really, really good, right, Dave? So it was very nice for change. So hopefully, guys that managed to join and last time will be able to see us. We are just finishing last touches, and we're going to release our video podcast. So looking forward to how it can look like. Definitely something I enjoyed that we can do for the future. And updates that I wanted to bring you guys about crypto, because I know that we're NFT, but NFT is part of the crypto still, even though it seems that there is some kind of a correlation which is going to be probably inverse, which is going to be forming very, very soon after this bull market is over. One thing what I wanted to mention, you all probably know that S&P had a crash, NASDAQ had a crash, and if you're looking at crypto had a crash as well, but the interesting thing is that NFTs held their value, which is a really, really good thing to see, which means that NFT market is going to be slowly, I think, separate in the future from crypto market, and they are going to slowly dissect from each other, which means that having NFTs can protect your assets, your crypto wealth that you have, that you acquired during the bull run, and you can buy NFTs to hold that value for a long term. So if you look, for instance, how a traditional market dropped, and then if you look at the BOYC project and large NFT projects, they literally held the value because it's so different, so extreme on the other side, extreme in a way that it's not so well known yet in between traditional investors. It's really good protection for the value. So I think right now it's one of the best times when crypto market is bleeding to invest your money in NFT. That's my look on it. And the other thing, what I wanted to discuss for people who are in crypto and who have their money there and they're waiting, when is this bloody run going to be over and this big drop and what is happening? I know that many people they have many different theories and everyone is discussing what is happening. Are we already in a bear market? Are we finished for this year? And then we are not going to see any more new highs now with crypto. Well, it is really difficult to tell. And as we know, the only thing is that time can tell. However, there are some patterns that we can see and that we can potentially predict on the market. When we look at the Bitcoin, for instance, right now, you can see that we are, I don't know exact number, let me double check it. I think it's about 36,000 right now. So we had a nice bounce after the drop. Yesterday's low 33. What we are forming is called a Wyckoff distribution, and many people agree on that. Some people agree on the fact how low will we go. It's difficult to tell, but what I have seen, many technical analysts agree that this dip is going to be a little bit below the previous dip that we had last, I believe, July is when it ended. So I believe that one of the lowest potential numbers on Bitcoin where we could see could be between 25 to 28,500. Why I'm saying it is because I don't believe that the number 30,000 or 29,500 pounds will hold just because the market and especially Bitcoin doesn't like to do what people expect it to do, which means that people expect that 30,000 will be held. So they place their stop losses just a little bit below. So market likes to wick a little bit below, few percent there, just to liquidate those positions and to allow for better money and new money coming into the market. So I think that if we're going to have this reaccumulation point within the next, let's say, 3.5, 4 weeks, where it could potentially end in high 20,000, 25 to 28,000, I think that from then on, it could be a good point to load into your crypto and slowly start dollar cost averaging into your investment. Either way, we always say in the market that it's better to invest on a red day than on green day. So that's something always to think about. If we have a look at this Wyckoff distribution and we will see that from 2021 last year, somewhere from April where we had the first, if we see it as a sideways action, then there is still a chance that we can actually see a higher high this year, sometime by the end of Q2, beginning of Q3. So that's something which is potentially in the card in the next following month. We shall see how it's going to outline, but definitely I think there is a very nice potential. There are many large hedge fund investors that believe in this kind of distribution, and that's what is happening. Another thing that is currently playing out is the lengthening cycle. So usually we're used to having 4-year cycle, but now what we see is that every single cycle is longer than the previous one. So according to the last cycle, we should finish by December, but we can see that we're in January, we are dropping, but we don't know yet if we are in a pure bear market or not. So it's difficult to say. I would say to general people who have money in crypto, don't sell it yet because you don't know if it's really in a bear market. And since we are down from previous high, I think right now it would not be the smartest move to sell your positions. So that's what I would say in this Wyckoff distribution. I think in the next 3 weeks, let's have a look where is going to be the bottom, and then you can decide if you want to take the money out. Always wait for a bounce, whether it would be bounce in continuation pattern or bounce and it will keep going down. You will have your chance. final thing that I wanted to mention is that everyone has a different appetite and different strategy. We discussed with Chris and with Dave. We all have a different way how we approach this market. Some people, they are just looking for short-term gains. Some people are looking for something where they can park their money for next several years, maybe even a decade. So if you are that kind of a person, you have to think about, okay, what's my style of investing? And you also have to think about what are the projects that I'm interested in. You have a large cap, you have Bitcoin and Ethereum, then you have a medium cap like Solana, Polygon and Matic, Binance Smart Chain. There are many different opportunities, and there are some people that are looking very small and micro caps, and those are very, very risky, but they can sometimes provide high returns. So you have to ask yourself, what is my style of investing? And we also have to be nimble and have agile attitude. As I'm sure that you would agree that some of the opportunities that it doesn't come very often, opportunities like we have now. And many times if you look at that chart, you think about it, oh wow, I would really like a market to come down when we were at the top in late October last year, and you were thinking, wow, I would really put down money during a July or May. Right now, I think we may have last opportunity to do that if you still want to continue accumulating in your portfolio. So I think that's something that you have to think about. If you have a gut and stomach to withhold this drop, I feel like we can be well rewarded for holding for next several months. So that's all what I had prepared. Let's buckle up for this winter to be over, and I'm giving my word back to Dave. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much for your insight. I do believe many people will find it helpful, as it's important, to stay updated on the market and everything that's going on. So thank you so much for saying that and sharing your news and knowledge. I want to continue into the date reminder because that's very important. So I want to just repeat everything we do. As I said, every podcast, I would just repeat the dates that we have. So the VIP, obviously the whitelist sale, is going to be on 30th, which is in 5 days. And you'll have an early access, for 72 hours. Obviously, only those who are whitelisted will be getting access to the mint, which means, obviously reduced gas fees and stuff like that. And then there's a public pre-sale, which is on the 2nd of February. This will also be open for 72 hours for everyone. And there's a public sale which is going to take place on the 7th of February, which means that it will last another 7 days. So those are the 3 dates. Obviously, I do believe that all the people that are here are on the whitelist, so you should really get ready for the 30th, which is in 5 days. Hopefully that makes it clear. And I want to give a word. I wanted to give a word to Chris.
Thank you. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, I just want to add a little bit more information to this, to the whitelist. So we've been checking how many whitelisted members we have, and we can see that there are still some people that didn't send their wallet in our whitelisted wallets channel. And as we mentioned earlier, we are implementing Oreo wallets into the contract, so you are able to access the minting on the 30th. And we are going to put an announcement out today that if there is anyone who haven't submitted the wallet, you should do it by tomorrow evening, because what we've decided to do, if you don't submit your wallet, there is no point for you being whitelisted because you won't be able to access the site. So please go and submit your wallets in the whitelisted wallets channel. If you want to check if you have your wallet there, you can use the search bar on the top of the Discord channel and just search your Discord username. And if you see that you've ever sent a message there, then your wallet is there and you should be good. From our statistics, we have around 4,000 whitelisted members and only about 3.6 thousand of people submitted wallets. So there are about 400 to 500 people who didn't send their wallets. And what we've decided to do tomorrow at 11 p.m. UTC, we are going to remove members who didn't send their wallets there. So that's why I'm saying it to you now, and also we'll put an announcement there. Please submit your wallet, because the spots or the whitelist roles that are not, together with the wallet, we are going to remove them, so those last spots can be filled with other people, because we have a lot of people asking about the whitelist, and we had to cap it, because we didn't wanna fill more spots that we can guarantee. So yeah, just try to submit your wallet, please, if possible.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you for specifying that.
Dave,
Yeah. I have a few more points, and I wanted to give a word to you, and then obviously, we'll give a word to our members. There's there's obviously specific benefits that come with the whitelist, so I'm just gonna touch on that, which means that you have the special offer. When you buy two, you get one free, or when you buy four, you get two free, which is really great. Sort of one of the best deals we've worked on, because obviously we had some people asking about the discounted rates, and we obviously touched on that in the previous sessions, saying we didn't really want to devalue the project, so this is a great opportunity for you to own more of the Cybernites. You obviously have 3 days earlier mint than the public, and it will be open for 72 hours, and then you have entry tickets to the Tesla raffle. And obviously there's a lot more benefits that are specified in the whitelist section, and we're working on ways how we can give a full experience to our users, and especially the whitelisted ones. So you just staying updated. Chris, if you want to go
I
ahead.
can add a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to add that, I'm super excited that we have over 500 members in the whitelist from Bored Ape Club and Mutant Apes and Bored Ape Kennel Club. So that's amazing, because we have some strong diamond hands with us. And also, we have over 2,000 in total whitelisted members who are from our partners project. So Happy Bees, Doodles, Crypto Bulls. So we have really good diamond hands in our whitelist, and I'm very very happy from that, because that will bring value to the project, and from long-term perspective we need people like that in our project. So I'm super excited from that. So that's for the whitelist. If you have any other questions or anything in terms of the special offer that we have, 2+1 and 4+2, as we discussed at the start of this session, if the selling will go very very fast, we might turn off the option 4+2 and keep only 2+1. So if you are planning on buying 4+2, rather do it at the start when we launch on the 30th, because if it goes really fast, we could just allow people to buy 2+1 until it slows down a bit. So we kind of give chance to all whitelisted people to meet. However, as we discussed, we are trying to, from our statistics and everything, usually not everyone from White buys full package, but it's better to buy earlier than later to get chance to have our NFTs and get all the benefits that we are offering with that.
I believe this is is it the last podcast session before the pre-sale for the whitelisted, right?
I think it's one of the last ones. We've been thinking of doing one maybe short session around when we are going to start mint, just so when people need any help or something. So we might open more voice channels in our Discord. And if you're going to mint, guys, and you have any questions or you need any help, just submit the question in support, open tickets, or join to one of the voice channels that we will have for you, and there will be our moderators and admin trying to help you with everything you need.
Yeah, so as Chris said, we will try to assist you with minting and any questions you might have closer, are actually on the date when we're going to launch a pre-sale. And obviously we had a wonderful partner Michael from Germany, as well as Florian. They're not here today, but we have some really exciting collab with them. So we're gonna share more information about that. And I also want to mention, I'm not sure if the user named Cheat Codes is here today, but he was really kind, and he's created a video about our project, sharing some basic information. We might as well post a link later on in the chats so you can go and have a look, which is really great. um and yeah, well, that's pretty much what we have. We've discussed a lot of points and different stuff in the previous podcast. So if you guys want to go back and listen to it, we do have a YouTube channel where you can see our archive of all the videos from the podcast. And obviously, what else is there to say? Well, we're getting really close to the whitelist. So, guys, if you want to ask some questions, feel free to come on the stage and ask some questions today.
We have two people on the stage, so I think we can give them word and they can ask questions, and then we can, I think, allocate another like 5-10 minutes after for any questions guys you have, so we can answer everything for you, so everything is clear before the mint, and all the advantages you get when you mint.
All right, great. So
So
let's give a word to OAL Kemli. I don't know how to pronounce that. Sorry, but welcome to the stage.
You're welcome, everybody.
Hi, can you hear us?
you're welcome.
Hello, can you hear us? Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, we can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, so guys, like I have one question because I just joined the Discord yesterday. Now I'm whitelisted. Thank you guys for that. So I just want to know, generally when an NFT is like launching in the market, there's a hype surrounding that project. So how you guys think that the strategy of now surrounding your projects with a lot of hypes, and I mean on platforms like YouTube, on Instagram, how it's gonna benefit this project exactly? And my second question, it's about the roadmap. Since we are like 5,000 whitelisted member, so if the selling or the mention is going fast, how you guys like gonna respect the roadmap that you put? Those are my two questions, and thank you very much.
Thank you for your question. So in terms of the whitelist, so as we mentioned earlier, we are guaranteeing you that you'll be able to mint earlier. However, we understand that there are more members, not more members. Possibly if everyone bought from whitelist full package that we have, there wouldn't be enough supply. From our perspective, this was positive for the project from one perspective, because everyone here is here to kind of for long term, and if there are more people that could possibly buy into the project, then the floor price just flies up. So from our perspective, we wanted to feel enough investors in the whitelist so the project is successful for everyone. And you will have 3 days to mint. However, it is possible that it's going to sell out quicker, and that's why we are encouraging whitelisted people, as soon as the sale starts, jump on the board and buy your NFTs that you want to buy, because it could happen. Maybe not everyone from whitelist will be able to buy, but we have a strategy in place where we will try to slow it down if it's really fast. But we are encouraging everyone to jump on board as quickly as possible on the 30th when we open the sale. That's one question that you had. And the second one, in terms of the hype, so we have, as we have the influencers and celebrities confirmed for the 30th, and also we've confirmed with Rarity Sniper quite a good deal on the 30th or on the 31st of January, and they have a really big network of members, so we are going to have quite a big collab with them. Also, will all be calendars that of, like Rarity Tools and all others. So we see that this hype is growing and growing because we have much more people chatting. We have so many people messaging us every day and reacting to our announcements. So we are really glad to see this hype building up in our project, and we believe this is going to be a big success for everyone. So I don't know if this answered your question or if you want to add anything.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for the answers, and yes, thank you very much.
For a question.
All right.
Meta. Do you want to go ahead?
How are you guys doing?
We are good. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm good. So, my question is, the price of the is 0.1 Ethereum. So I guess it was decided probably when Ethereum was still 3,000 or 4,000. But now that Ethereum is already around 2,000, or maybe it could go lower, do you have, or is there a possibility that the price of the NFT will increase?
Thank you for your question. That's a really good question. We discussed this with the team, and we are not going to be changing price. This was set up at the start, and we are sticking to what we've promised to our community. So the price is 0.1. It's going to stay 0.1. And from our perspective, this is good for you guys because right now you'll be able to buy it cheaper. And when Ethereum returns back to where it was, then you will pretty much earn twice. You will earn on the growth of the NFT and you will earn on the growth of the crypto because our token is on Ethereum. So we consider this quite positive thing for you guys.
All right. So my question, my second question, actually it's not a question, but I'm pretty new to the Discord and see that there's really high pulling up. You're open to collabs, right? So I tried to contact one of the admins, and he hasn't still replied to my DM. So because I'm suggesting a possible collab for this project.
Have you submitted a ticket or did you DM him directly?
Oh, I just DM him directly. So do I need to submit a ticket for that?
The best is for the ticket, yeah, because we have quite a good system for tickets. So as soon as you open the ticket, there will be someone looking into this. However, if you DM to one of our admins, we have a lot of messages getting every day. So what could happen that he doesn't see your message. So the best if you open the ticket, yeah.
All right. Thank you, guys. Shout out to the team and good luck.
Thank you. Thanks for your question.
Thank you so much. I also want to mention that the security of securing your wallet and securing your funds and everything.
Hey, Dave, we have some more people. So let's start with Sang and Dil. Can you hear us?
Hey, how's it going? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah,
Welcome
we can
on the
hear
stage.
clear. Sorry, I was making a point, but I was muted, so sorry about that. But anyway, you can go ahead and ask your question.
Sure. So first off, thanks for setting up this community. The artwork NFT structure looks pretty cool, pretty dope. I had a question in regards to the way the passive income is going to be set up. So from prior NFT releases, OpenSea is pretty adamant in the way that specific functionality is structured when it comes to like dividends, passive income. And members have raised it in the chat room as well. So if you could just kind of explain of how the team is going to ensure there's no issues like on that side. That's the first part. And then the second part is, have you guys set a date for when the reveals would happen post mint?
That's a really good question. We actually had a conversation prior to this podcast about the passive income on the OpenSea, and that's very important. We're actually working on a really good way of making that happen. So Chris will tell you more information definitely.
Yeah, so basically we've been in touch with OpenSea and we had also lawyers on this to checking like what could be the potential issue in this because we know OpenSea was blocking some of the collections that were promising like straight away passive income. And when we gathered all the information, we had to rephrase the way how we are offering this passive income to you guys. So we changed it to reward system. It's not going to be, called passive income because OpenSea pretty much blocks if you are offering something with securities and all Ethereum is considered a security, then there has to be you have to have like financial certificate for it, or you have to be like certified for this. So we had to find a way how to put it to the community in a different way. So it will work the same way, but we are going to call this differently, and it's going to be reward system. And if you check our announcement a few days back, you will see how it's going to work. So pretty much we are going to allocate 5% from all sales, and this is going to be put in the pool. So in the pool, and this pool is going to be redistributed back to the people who don't list their NFTs or don't list it under 1 Ethereum. So that's the main source of it. And then the second thing is that we are going to be there are going to be rewards for all the NFTs that you list in the future. You'll have 2.5% from the sale. But we had to put it in a way that it's reward, it's not passive income, because OpenSea could have a potential issue with that. So that's how we've worked this out, and we are still working on it. So there are no problems when we launch, and that everything is clean, and OpenSea is happy with that. So that will be the first answer. And second one, what was the second question, please? Reveal, right? Reveal date.
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay, so reveal date is going to be, we will announce it when it's going to be exactly, but we were thinking of like 3 days after the end of the public sale. Public sale is on 7th, so potentially it could be somewhere around 10th of February. We will confirm this exactly in the announcements.
Cool. Thanks for that information. That's helpful. Appreciate it.
We wanted to make sure,
No worries.
that we reveal certain things as we go on, and to sort of unveil, the details, because it just makes it a lot more safer and a lot more fun, I'd say, So it's a very important thing we wanted to touch on. So thank you for that question. We have 2 more people here. If any of you have some more questions, yeah, you can raise your hands. We'll add you, and then we're just gonna finish off here. So I'm gonna give a word to Rowdy Rathor. That's the user, and then the Jacob will follow.
Yeah, hi all. I'm from Alpaca community. I just joined yesterday.
All right,
Super
welcome.
pumped to join another cool project.
Awesome.
Yeah,
We're
thanks,
glad
man.
to have you on board.
Thanks, man. My question is kind of suggestion and a question also. My question is exactly about the security part. Just like lots of my projects have been getting hacked recently, hacker hacks one of the mod or a founder and posts some random link for minting, and poor people falls and loses their precious money. So first, my suggestion would be, I think we need to educate our community here. Like, we would never be posting any random announcement for the minting or anything like that. Just please avoid all these. If God forbid, if ever anything happens like that. And also, the question would be for the privatizing the Discord part for safer side, as many other projects are doing. So are you guys thinking about the same also?
All right. So first of all, about your suggestion, we have previously, which it was last week on Tuesday. We have these podcasts every week Tuesday. We've mentioned and we've outlined the parts about the security. So we do remind people, not to click on the links that are not legit. And obviously, I mean, look, from the real perspective and our experience, do not click any links at all, right? Because we do have official website, and we do have, announcements, and that should be enough, to let you know the important things that you should know. Everything else could be, a potential scam, or, a hacking way of, just destroying the certain community and stealing funds. So yeah, we do try to outline this all the time and touch on that. We also had some users sharing their stories, how they got scammed and stuff, and we just hope people find that helpful. We will try to keep reminding people of that. So thank you for that suggestion. As of the second part, which was your question, I think Chris will be able to answer that.
Yeah, can you you please repeat that question because I'm not 100% sure if I understand what you meant.
Yeah, some of my projects are doing this approach, like they privatize the Discord during the minting process so that any random hacker or any suspicious element cannot join the server.
Right.
Okay, so you
That's
mean
actually a good point.
yeah. So you mean they won't allow anyone else to join the server during
New
the mint,
members.
right?
New members.
Yes,
New
Yeah.
yes.
You know
Because
what? You know what? Yeah.
yeah, and because my point is like that. What I feel like, just when you start minting and you get to the trending zones and all, so potentially all the bad eyes will be coming towards you and try to do as much harm as they can, because they basically are the scammers.
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, we might as well do that. I mean, if you look at the roadmap, in 5 days there's a whitelisted pre-sale, which means only people who are whitelisted will be able to mint. So it might as well not be a point, in letting people in, as they won't be able to get a whitelist spot on the mint date. So, what do you think, Chris? I think it's a great idea. So you can share your thoughts.
Yeah, one of the security measures we are taking is that we are going to increase the verification level. So far, right now, I think you just have to have your email verified, and then you can message in our channel. But we're going to increase this to the highest level possible, and you'll have to verify your number. And I think there are a few more steps you'll have to do in order to get into our community. And I'll discuss this with our CEOs as well. The potentially to for the mint, not let any people in. However, I don't know, I haven't seen this in many projects, and I don't want to, there will be thousands of people coming during the mint and during the public sale, especially, and I don't want to kind of block them because that could, kind of, if they are potential investors and we don't allow them to come to our project, we'll have to discuss this. Like, what would be the best way of doing this to be secure, however, to let other investors to join us.
Yeah, that
Chris.
makes sense.
Yeah,
please go
Chris.
ahead.
This is Jacob here. So most of the
All right, sorry, I think Jacob cut off, but thank you, Roddy, for.
No, I can hear him. I can hear him.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I wasn't able to.
Yeah, go for
okay,
it.
are you able to hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you lock your Discord, like the user mentioned, people may get scared, and many projects don't do that because they may think it is somewhat of a risky project because the founders have locked the Discord during the mint and all those things. Such kind of things can happen as well. So it can go both the ways. So it would be a risky thing. Increasing the verification level is a better suggestion, as Chris mentioned. That is my view. But you can discuss this internally.
Of course.
Okay, so
thanks for that.
Yeah. So my question was during the whitelist sale, the buy 2+1. So instantly all the 3 NFTs will be delivered to my OpenSea, or I'll have to wait for the third NFT to come to my wallet. How will it work during the NFT whitelist sale?
Yeah. Thanks for the question. It's going to be instant. You will see it together with other 2 mains that you've minted. So we are implementing this into our contract, and basically we tell to our contract that as soon as you mint 2, send to this wallet 3. You mint 4, send to this wallet 6. So that's how it's going to work.
Okay, so it will come instantly, and we don't have to wait. So that is understood. And I wanted to understand the marketing efforts which you are doing, like involving Neo and all. So are we backed by some capital venture, or how is it getting funded, this marketing initiative, hiring influencers? the costly ones. Like I think Neo and all, they cost a lot of money. So, is it a VC which is backing us, or like how is the project being funded?
Thanks for the question. So it's kind of a private information. However, we have quite a few investors on board who are backing us, and as we were growing, there were more and more people, kind of contacting us that they want to hop on board and they want to support and invest into the project. So that's how we managed, to gather quite big capital to invest in this project and to bring it where we are now.
Okay, and the last question is, we had the different races, and I had asked you this in DM. Are there any benefits for people to purchase all the different races? Have you thought about it? Like, we have somewhat like 7 races, and owning all the 7 races from the Cybernites, will that be beneficial for the holder? Like, have the team discussed this? Any feasibility for that? Like.
Yeah, I remember you messaged us that. We've discussed this, and when you mint, you don't know what you are minting. So, because that's how you can get super rare Cybernite, because it's completely random, and you will receive your NFTs in your wallet, and after the reveal, you will see which Cybernites you get. And obviously, there are different races, and each race has slightly different rarity, which is going to be posted together with the reveal, so you will know how rare Cybernite you have. But your point would possibly work later on, where people see all the Cybernites on the open sea, and they can go and buy different races, so they have all the races together. We've discussed this. We are preparing something for that, but we are going to announce this later on. Some benefits, some long-term benefits for people to hold different races, and how it could be implemented in the game that we are developing. So it's a good point. Thanks for the submission.
Yeah, and my next question is for Dave. Okay. Hello, Dave.
Yeah, hi.
During the initial giveaways, I had one T-shirt free giveaway. So I wanted to understand by when this will be shipped after the sale, OpenSea
Right.
sale, public mint, or it
Yes.
will be done before it.
Yeah. So it's
The
been
World
it's
Cup.
been already it's already been shipped. We're just I can check the shipping info and let you know when the delivery is gonna be. But it's been shipped already. Once you sent me the address, I've shipped it, so it should be on the way.
I think you could maybe share with Jacob the tracking number, Dave, so he can be tracking it himself. Because I understand it's from, we've been sending it from London, and it could take longer time. I don't know exactly.
We do have the customs, obviously, and because of that, it might take longer. But just to just so you can make sure it's been shipped, so it's on the way.
Yeah, and Kristen, last day I had shared a list of influencers which I feel would be beneficial. So you can have a look at them and take it ahead. Thanks for your time. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, cool. We have 2 more people here, and then we're just gonna finish off here. Um, and any further, information or a Q&A will be announced in the chats later on. I think, yeah, as we have 5 days until the pre-sale, we will do something that could help, the community to sort of answer their questions and stuff. So I'm gonna give a word to Shiba Beast, Toby. Welcome on the stage.
Good evening from the Philippines. May I ask if you can hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. Thank you.
I apologize if this question was asked again because I was disconnected a while ago. But it would be very informative also to people who just joined the podcast. My question is what would be the minting price and the floor price? Thank you.
Yeah, Chris.
Dave, do you want to go ahead?
Oh yeah. So the minting price is obviously 0.1 ETH. And you do have a chance of if you buy, there's an offer. If you buy 2, you get 1. If I'm right? Sorry if I.
You buy two, and you get free.
Yeah.
And then
Sorry,
you buy
sorry,
four
sorry,
anyway.
sorry. I just got mixed up. Yeah. So if you buy 2, you get 1 free, or if you buy 4, you get 2 free. But as we previously said, that if there's a big quick sellout, we might as well put the 4 plus 2 on hold and only offer 2 plus 1, so that we can give a chance to everybody to sort of mint. But that's the offer, and the minting price is 0.1 ETH.
Yeah, the 4 plus 2 is going to be on from the start. But as the sale goes, and if we see that it's selling really, really fast, then this is one of the things we are going to turn off to kind of slow it down. However, if you plan on buying 6, then you should do it straight away when the mint opens on the 30th. And then you've also asked about the floor price. So floor price is determined by the market. It's not determined by us developers, because if there is bigger demand than the supply, then the price grows. So that's how the floor price is determined, and that's one of the reasons why we think that having more whitelisted people in the list is better for the project, not worse, because there will be more and more people wanting to buy, and if they are not able to buy from the mint, then they go the market, they push the floor price up, which is positive for everyone, I believe.
Like exact time for it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for the question. It's 1:11 p.m. UTC. That's London time. And if you are whitelisted right now, you should be. Then go to whitelist announcements, and we've explained exactly what's the time in different cities from Tokyo, Peking, Moscow, going through to Europe, London, New York to Los Angeles. So you'll be able to check all the times there.
Thank you for the answered questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we have Jess. If that's the pronunciation, welcome. I don't know if you can. I don't know if we can hear you. You can try saying something. Try to unmute your mic. See if that works. Right, I think there might be an issue. Can any of you guys could hear? Alright, let me.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Let me check one more time.
Hello?
Hi. Okay, we can hear you now. Great.
Nice one. So thanks for letting me ask another question. It's quite a small question, but a lot of people have been asking about potentially locking the Discord, which I actually think is a good idea, but it can be risky. But I'm wondering what you think about potentially locking the actual chat during the public mint. 'Cause I've seen a lot of times on good projects where obviously there's a lot of new people coming into the space, and they just panic when they see something that's 0.01 below the price they've minted for, and the chat just gets absolutely flooded with I guess what some people call FUD, but I think it's just some people that are panicking rather than FUD, and it kind of turns into FUD. So I'm just wondering what you think about doing that. I've seen some projects where they'll close the chat. The last thing that everyone can see is an announcement from the mods explaining why they've closed the chat, why they've closed the Discord. Do you think that could be something that could help?
I mean,
yeah. Projects go down, just fall because of the chat.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a useful idea, to sort of do that. And we also want to avoid any, false, misleading links being posted in the chats, in case someone gets in. So
they can't post any links in the chat. We have quite good protection there.
Okay.
And I don't think anyone from the community except of the admins can post any links
because
in our
yeah,
chat.
Yeah, makes sense. We did remove
it's
some of the
security.
roles for the users just to up the security.
This is like standard procedure, and what we are planning to do, we'll turn on the slow mode, so people cannot be just sending message after message, like tens of messages in like a few seconds. And also we will have a lot of moderators and administrators in chats at that time. We have as well now. So if they see anything that's not good, then they are just warning the user, and we are banning and we are kicking the users. We've been doing it for a long time since we started the project, and there are always some people joining trying to harm the project. And I'm very happy that we have so good moderators and admins that they are taking care of this, and we are keeping you guys protected.
Yeah, so just to make sure,
So,
on the mint dates, yeah, thank you for your question. I just want to add there, that for the mint dates and stuff like that, we will have all our team, being ready, for and look out, for any potential risks. So everything will be sort of taken care of, as best as we can. So yeah, all
you
right,
can see. I will just add one more thing.
yeah,
When you are opening our website right now, you can see that we've turned on extra protection, the same like OpenSea has. So when you turn on the browser, it loads the Cloudflare, I think it's called Cloudflare gate, that checks and makes sure that there is no scam or anything like that, and then it lets you to go on the website. This takes like 2-3 seconds, and we did it because we could see that OpenSea is doing it, and they are very big. So we wanted to implement this to make the overall project even more secure.
yeah, okay. All right, I think we're gonna finish off here. We wanted to touch on the important information today. Just sort of do a reminders, and yeah, we're just very excited to have you on board, and we'll do some further announcements in a few days' time. So stick around, keep an eye on the chats and everything, and please don't click on any links. That's very important.
Yeah, and turn off your DMs from our channel so you can see only our official announcements. Yeah, so just stay secure, guys, and we are looking forward to the mint.
All right, thank you so much for joining today's session, and have a great day, night, wherever you are. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.